When you think of working out or fitness, a lot of dreadful things come to mind. You think of painful crunches, horrible push ups, and running. An awful lot of running. However, there are many fun ways to be active and stay healthy. More people need to find these ways because physical inactivity is becoming a huge problem in the United States. My topic is the value of fitness and why everyone has to stay active. I want to persuade you that people need to exercise every day at least once to stay healthy and maintain a sustainable life. I try to stay active every day, especially during the summer, by swimming, playing sand volleyball, and walking the dog. I even make sure to tell my sisters how important it is for them to go outside and play every day. Today, I will be telling you the consequences of not exercising, the benefits of being active, and how to balance your diet from the amount of exercise you do. I hope you want to put this into action and start today. First off, many consequences can occur from not exercising. Some of them will even come unnoticed. One of the major problems of not exercising is becoming overweight, which can sometimes eventually becoming obese. With the extra fat that your body has to carry, your heart is forced to work a lot harder than it needs to. When your heart works harder, some cardiovascular complications can occur like diabetes, hypertension, and stroke. The World Health Organization says that 3.2 million people die each year just because they are physically inactive. Most of these deaths are premature, which means they're not just elderly people that are unable to exercise. The organization goes on to say that these deaths can be comparable to some of the deaths of tobacco users, which means that the problems and complications they face are sometimes similar, when this whole situation can be avoided just by exercising a little bit every day. Livestrong.com says that aging adults that don't exercise tend to fall a lot more, which means their injuries are going to be a lot worse because their bones are a lot more brittle and their muscles are a lot more weak. People who don't exercise are also at higher risk for major diseases and even little ones like a common cold. To move on, there are a ton of benefits to gain from exercising every day. Most people are even unaware of some of them. Most know the obvious positives, or you can just take the opposite of all the negatives. For instance, exercising keeps your heart, bones, and muscles healthy, and it also helps maintain and even lose weight. Greatest.com says that the most common mental benefit is stress relief and the releasing of endorphins, which is the happy chemical. Some doctors even recommend that their patients suffering from depression go out and exercise instead of taking antidepressant pills because they get the same or even better effect. As you age, your brain automatically starts to decline, but by being physically active, you can slow this down a lot. Not only can you slow down your brain from decaying, but your memory can improve and you can learn new things as well. It helps you the ability to learn new things as well. Lastly, your diet is another area to consider to sustain your life. The National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, or NIH, has a calorie requirement chart. The purpose of this chart is to help you maintain a healthy weight and make sure you're informed on how many calories you should be intaking. This chart divides into male or female and then ages from 1 year old to 80 years old. And it also goes by your activity level, so whether you're very active, moderately active, or not very active at all. There are also ways to sort of change up this chart so you don't feel so restricted in the intake of calories you're supposed to have. For instance, if you're going to a party and you know is going to be a lot of junk food, either a couple days before or a couple days after, eat less calories so you can eat more that weekend. Or If you do a lot of vigorous exercise, you'll be able to eat a lot more calories than if last week you only walked half an hour every day. It's also really easy to cut and burn calories, a lot more easier than most people would think. 2 ways that you can cut calories is deciding on the size of your meal. Instead of doing a medium or a large, always go for the small. Or even if you order a salad, get the dressing on the side. To burn calories, you can just walk 2 miles once a week or every day, or even do simple yard work. In conclusion, you need to stay active to live a healthy, sustainable life. I told you the consequences of not exercising, the benefits of being active, and how to maintain your diet and your exercising. I hope after listening to this speech it has persuaded you to want to be active and live a long, healthy life.